I found a crumpled note in the attic among old wedding photos that read, "Sarah will meet Mike tonight at 7 p.m. Confidential." The words sent chills down my spine, and I couldn't shake the feeling of impending doom as I pieced together the recent calls with Sarah, our family lawyer, who now seemed overly eager to expedite a court hearing regarding full custody of our daughter. Why would he hide this from me? My heart pounded in my chest, and I felt like I was drowning under waves of betrayal and fear. The note lay crumpled at my feet as I stared down into the abyss of uncertainty. Mike had always been supportive, even through the tumultuous divorce process. But now, every memory seemed tinged with deceit. The laughter we shared, the promises he made, had it all been a facade? My mind raced back to the final weeks of our marriage when he insisted on consulting Sarah alone, claiming they needed to finalize details about parental responsibilities post-divorce. I knew I had to act fast. With trembling hands, I dialed Sarah's number and demanded an explanation. She hesitated briefly before confirming Mike's request for full custody, citing his dedication as a single father and the need for stability in our daughter's life. The coldness of her voice stung like ice water. In the days that followed, I felt the walls closing in around me. Every moment without my little girl seemed like an eternity. Desperation clawed at my insides, urging me to fight back against this sudden onslaught of betrayal. I hired a private investigator who dug up evidence of Mike's hidden financial accounts and secret trips abroad during our marriage. It was clear he had been planning for this moment long before our divorce finalized. The day of the court hearing arrived faster than I could have anticipated. As I stepped into the courtroom, my heart raced with adrenaline and fear. The judge listened intently to both sides, but it was when Sarah presented Mike's meticulous parenting schedule that I realized the full extent of his manipulation. He had orchestrated every detail down to the last minute, but then came a twist no one saw coming. As I prepared my final argument, the private investigator handed me an envelope containing emails between Mike and Sarah revealing their collusion to push for full custody without consulting both parents properly. The evidence was damning, a web of lies spun from deceitful intentions masked as concern for our daughter's well-being. With renewed determination, I presented this information to the judge. As the documents were reviewed, shock rippled through the courtroom. Mike's face turned pale under the scrutiny, and Sarah fidgeted nervously beside him. The betrayal etched in their faces was a stark reminder of what they had done. In that pivotal moment, justice began to prevail. The judge paused, his eyes narrowing as he read through each document. When he finally looked up, there was no mistaking the gravity of his decision. "Based on these newly uncovered facts," he declared firmly, "I find evidence of misconduct and collusion in this case." His voice rang clear across the room. The court ruled that custody would be shared equally between both parents with strict guidelines to ensure our daughter's best interests were prioritized. Mike's attempts at deceit unraveled before my eyes as he was left standing alone, his facade shattered. In that instant, I felt a sense of vindication and relief wash over me, a bittersweet victory after months of turmoil. Outside the courtroom, under the bright lights of day, reality set in once more. Though the fight for custody had taken its toll, it also revealed strength within myself I hadn't known existed. With our daughter safely by my side, we walked away from that courthouse hand in hand, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead with renewed courage and resolve.